All right, we out here, man. Alpha nerds.
We out here and in here.
I'm feeling good, man.
I'm feeling spicy,
I
man.
did my cold plunge.
You did a cold plunge?
I did my cold plunge.
I did one of those this week too.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I say cold plunge, but it's like a cold shower.
Yeah, so my sister has a sauna at her house.
Yeah.
So I was in the sauna for a couple of minutes, and then I went into the shower. She has a shower right beside her sauna in the basement, and it's an uncomfortable time.
Yes.
It's an
But I
uncomfortable
love.
time.
Okay, how'd you feel after though?
I felt like immediately after, I don't feel anything, but once you like done and you're dry off and everything,
You don't feel anything after?
like like when I say right after, I mean like the second you step out of the shower, meh.
Really?
But it takes me like 2-3 minutes, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I feel good now. But it also makes me want to sleep. Like I had a good sleep last night.
Wait. This is from the cold plunge or the sauna?
From both.
Really?
Yeah, so I flip flop between the two for a bit.
So when I do cold plunge with cold shower,
It wakes you up.
I have the biggest adrenaline rush.
Yeah. No, I did have that.
Endorphins are through the roof.
I did have that. But I'm saying
insane.
later
I feel
on,
like an animal.
I was like nice and chilled after.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know the sauna will do that.
Yeah.
That'll calm you down. Fun fact about the sauna and getting hot.
Yeah.
Kills your sperm. So if you're
Well,
trying to,
yeah, that would
if you're
make
trying to
sense.
make babies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't be staying
be
in there
too long.
Don't be staying
Do
in
we
there too
know?
long.
I mean, I don't want to sound like what would you call it? I don't know what the word is, but like the reason why the ball sack is away from the body, you know why that is, to keep them cooler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So it's
and
not
that's why it
good.
retracts to keep it.
Yeah.
Or that's why it contracts to keep it warmer.
And you're not supposed to. I shouldn't say not supposed to. It's best not to wear boxers that like pull the ball
it tight.
sack
Yes.
closer to like the body, because then it warms up. I don't know is it marginal? Is it big enough to make a difference? Because dudes be wearing tighty whities and be getting them girls
Facts.
prego.
But I also there's like almost a trend to like not so much mainstream, but like out there that's like, oh, maybe we should be wearing like ice like on our nuts. Yeah. I think that's a thing.
Let's
I
patent that tomorrow.
think that's a thing that's out there.
Let's
like
patent
we
that
should be
tomorrow.
wearing ice on our
nuts.
nuts to like
Just
boost
fucking walking around
testosterone.
cold
And,
nuts.
yeah, like you should keep them cold. Apparently, this is a thing, man.
People
Apparently, this is a thing.
people either going to be super miserable walking around, or you're just going to see a lot of happy men walking around just like, my nuts is cold. I'm so happy. My nuts is
I
cold.
tell you, man, the cold plunge, I absolutely love it. But like, I hear that the sauna, like if you go in a sauna first,
Yeah.
or on a hot tub, it doesn't make it as effective because once you go into the sauna, your body is already starting to cool down.
Yeah.
So you want to get into that. When you get into a cold plunge or a cold shower, you want it to shock you. You want
Yes.
You want to hyperventilate.
Yes.
You want to lose it. Like
Yes.
you never want to get used to it. Like all these
Yeah.
people doing cold plunges and they're in there and they're chilling.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
that's
actually
doing
cool.
as much. Yeah.
Or they just got some nerves of steel or
That-
something
yeah,
like
I
that.
think you
the
wanna
first time I
be-
did my cold plunge, I like adjusted the water because I was like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah.
The second time I just went. It went.
Yeah,
I did.
and
it
we
with
spoke
cold.
about this. Like
Yeah.
you want to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
And it's the same thing with this. I think
Yeah.
you want to be in an uncomfortable position in it, and I think it activates something called brown fat. You may know more about that.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Which there's a whole bunch of benefits
Yeah.
to your body and
Yeah.
this and that. But yeah, man, I love it. My morning routine is insane right now.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping so much better.
Oh man, I see it in your face
Oh,
that your
man.
morning routine's changing.
You know, you know what the face is?
I see
you know
it.
what the
I
face
see
is?
it. I see it.
Can I
see
tell
it.
you about this?
Tell me about it.
It's that red light therapy, bro.
Oh really? Get out of here.
The red light therapy's going
Get out of
crazy.
here. For real?
I
You
got
used
the
to be
red
doing that?
light. I got the cold plunge. I'm waking up consistently at the same time every day, which I think is key.
My dude.
And it's hard not to fall off of that on the weekends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the most difficult part. But like going to sleep and waking up at the same time every day, I think is essential for our sleep. I think for a very long time, I don't know if I told you about this, but I was suffering from sleep apnea.
Oh, I still got that.
Yeah. So horrible. Do you still have it now? Horrible situation. I didn't know what I was dealing with. I just for so long was having so much like energy problems. I was falling asleep during driving. Rough. And I was like, what's really going on? I started to look into it a little more. and I saw that I might be suffering from something called sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Where I pretty much like stop breathing in the middle of the night, and I'm having little micro wake ups out throughout the night. So I was literally getting, let's say, an hour or 2 hours of sleep a night for, I don't know, that's almost a year. So I went and did the sleep test. Horrific. Have you done one?
Yeah, I had to do it to get my sleep machine.
You have a CPAP machine?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was let me adjust this here. Sorry, I was deemed as being a severe sleep apnea.
Whoa.
So I was waking up like, I can't remember the amount of times per hour. It was something outrageous, like 60 times per hour.
Wow.
And they said that like the way it works is you stop breathing, there's no oxygen in your heart, and your brain is like, you're gonna die, wake up.
Right.
So
but you don't like actually eyes open, like little micro wake ups.
Right.
Yeah.
So because of that, you put so much stress on your heart that they're like, this can lead to like some serious heart like implications later. So you gotta like take care of this. Which is like, yeah, that should have been the main concern. But my main concern, like when I started getting it, is like the same thing. I was just tired all the time. And like,
it's horrible.
And it feels weird because I was dealing with it for so long that was my normal.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, yeah, just like tired, but like you just work through it. You just be tired.
Yeah.
And not to cut you off, I want you to continue your story, but like the last little bit, I've been really monitoring my sleep. This just started happening for me like 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah.
I've been really monitoring my sleep, and I'm like, damn, like I need to work. It's another area of my life that like I can improve and will probably like greatly improve so many other areas in my life. But like I thought, I go to bed like 10, wake up 8, 9 before.
Yeah.
Now I'm waking up on average around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, go to bed around like 9 o'clock. But now I'm thinking like, oh, I go to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, wake up at 5. Oh, that's about 7 hours. It should be good.
Yeah.
Then I look at the quality of sleep, and it's like, oh man, first of all, you weren't asleep for an hour of that or 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
You didn't get much deep sleep. You didn't get RM sleep. You were restless.
So wait, are you tracking it with something?
Yeah, I track it with my Garmin.
With the
Guys,
watch.
I am not sponsored by Garmin or anything, but
is this new?
Get yourself
Is
one
this
of
new?
these. Yeah. Nah, I bought it off Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
It was like $900, but I got it for like $200.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook Marketplace and shit.
And you find it's accurate when it comes to tracking your sleep?
I find like who knows how accurate in terms of like down to the minute, but what it says, it normally like reflects. Like if it says that I don't get deep sleep, I'm normally tired.
Yeah.
If it says that I'm like restless or whatever, and I'm not getting deep sleep, or if it says I'm awake X amount of hours out of how many hours I was supposedly sleeping, I feel that. So I guess it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Because I had the same thing. I haven't used it too much on the watch, but I have an app that's on my phone that's beside my bed, and it listens to my breathing.
Yeah.
And it seems to be pretty accurate. And it does something which is cool with your alarm, because you don't want to wake up during REM sleep, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll feel real groggy. It's
also,
difficult to get up.
When you're in a light sleep and wake you up?
So you put like a half-hour span.
What is that?
When you want to wake up, I can send it to you.
It's an app for your phone.
It's for your phone, yeah.
Yeah,
but like these should do it too. You know what I mean?
It should, yeah.
Yeah, it's like easy wake up, whatever.
Yeah.
So it'll like time you and wake you up when it's optimal to wake you up, so you're not like groggy when you wake up.
Really,
right?
really, really cool.
So I don't know how accurate it is. It seems to work for me.
That sounds so
except
cool.
for when the kids come in the room and they mess it up a little bit.
Damn, I was right in that deep sleep though. I was right in that deep sleep.
Yeah, but no, it ruins your life, man. Absolutely
not having a good
life.
sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Big time. Like I was so tired. Like I said, went for the sleep test. I didn't make it through the sleep test.
Okay, what, you just like when they hooked up all the electrodes and stuff to you, just couldn't do it.
Bro,
felt awkward?
Awkward. It wasn't even that. It was more that somebody was watching me throughout the entire night.
Yeah,
I
thought that too. I was like, I'm never going to fall.
No. I didn't even make it through the night, to be honest with you. They were supposed to wake me up at like 5. I was like 4:30. I'm like, I got to go. I'm not going to sleep. I got to get out of here. But that's how like of a rough time I was in. Like I wasn't having any sleep. I was overexhausted. It was horrible. Never ended up getting the CPAP machine. But and I don't know if this is an official fix, but I noticed it's been helping me. I tape my mouth when I sleep now. So I tape my mouth and I just breathe through my nose.
I'm already a nose breather though.
Yeah.
So taping my mouth wouldn't have helped.
I was mouth, right? So nose breather all the time when I'm sleeping, and my sleep has improved drastically.
Yeah.
Like I'm dreaming again.
Yeah.
I'm waking up actually feeling like I slept again. Like incredible.
I'm dreaming more, but I would say not enough. I'm not dreaming regularly still.
Yeah.
But like today, I think I got like went to bed half decent time. I think I was aiming to get 7 hours of sleep. I think I got like 5.5 or something like that. 1 hour of it was deep sleep. 1 hour of it was like REM sleep or a little bit less. So it was like fair. So I know for me, I'm like fair. Yeah, it's fair. That's probably how I'm gonna feel today. And I'm just to let people know, like, I'm not one that just believes in everything. I question everything, and I'm just like, nah, that shit ain't real. Yeah. But until it starts proving me, I'm like,
I try it.
I guess it's kind of real. Yeah. But I was already noticing this shit before, which kind of really like, even though I was trying to deny like what this might be saying or questioning it, I kind of already had the idea that this is probably what was happening anyway. The sleep machine also tells me like how
that monitors
it has its own monitoring of like if the sleep machine is not like if there's an air leak on it, or if I'm waking up or changing my breathing pattern, just like stuff like that. So that
I was a little worried about the CPAP machine, to be honest with you.
Why?
That's not very sexy, man.
No, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
I was like, if that's to that point in my life, I sleep with a machine on me, bro. Like, I know. Come on, bro.
You know what? It's the most calming thing because what it sounds like, it's just. Okay, I'm gonna do my best impression. It's just like. That's what it sounds like.
That's the machine.
Yeah, it's my machine's very, very quiet.
I used to sleep with that every night.
I don't. You know what? It's actually even quieter than that. Like I did that to like emphasize how like I hear it. Or like if you you don't hear anything. If I pull it away from my face a little bit, or if it gets loose, that's what you hear. But other than that, you don't hear anything. And mine is just under my nose because I'm just a nose breather.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just like a nose piece
so you don't
here.
have the...
No, I used to have that before. Okay, I felt like Darth Vader.
Yeah,
I felt like Darth Vader.
Okay, this is the one I'm saying.
No, that is not. I mean, neither of them is sexy. Neither of them is sexy.
What's up?
But your girl could be farting up a storm with the other one, and you ain't gonna know. You just...
it was a mess. That's dope. I had no idea, man. But I think it's a lot more common than people think. I think there's so many people out there suffering from sleep problems, and they have no idea about sleep apnea, and they don't want to go to get tested or whatever. But I think it can improve the quality of people's life.
If you're leaner, I found out too. Like when I'm leaner, it happens less.
Okay.
And I snore more at the beginning of my sleep. So when I'm light sleeping or falling into sleep, I'll snore, and that's what causes the sleep apnea because there's not enough air, so it's right that noise. Pause. Sound like I was sucking dick. So there's that, and then as I fall into like a deeper sleep, it's less and less.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the weird. I wasn't even snoring, which is weird.
Yeah. So there's more than one type of sleep apnea. Sleep apnea. There's like the neural sleep apnea where your brain's just like waking you up, and then there's the physical one, which I guess is still brain, but like the physical one is where there's like a flap in your throat, and the flap is too heavy, so when you breathe in air, it doesn't open up and let the air pass through. So what the sleep apnea machine does is it pushes more air to open that flap up and allow the airway, like the passageway, to air to flow through that passageway.
Since we're talking about sleep quality, do you obviously we want to be able to start our sleep and finish our sleep, 6, 7, 8 hours sleep, whatever your body requires, whatever you require. Do you get interrupted sleep? And the most common reason for somebody to get interrupted sleep is like having to take a pee.
Yeah.
And I ask because some people will say it's very normal to wake up to pee, and then some people it's like, no, you should be able
Yeah.
to sleep a full 8 hours.
So it's common for me to wake up to pee, more common than not. Like when I don't wake up to pee, I'm like, I don't even have to look at this. I'm like, I must have had a good ass sleep if I didn't get up to pee. But that happens like once a week, twice a week. Like I have to set myself up for that to happen.
Yeah.
And like I said,
like in terms of like not drinking before bed.
I would say like, okay, I'm like making sure I don't have my like any coffee after like 3-4 p.m. in the day.
Okay.
Like 4 p.m. now.
Yeah.
I used to drink, man. So during this whole sleep thing, I had there's a night I ended up I think getting a slice of pizza, or I had some type of junk. And they're like, what do you want to drink with that? And I was like, I'm on this health tip, Diet Coke. Diet Coke, right? 0 calories. Slept like trash that night. I'm like, oh yeah, there was caffeine in there.
Yeah.
So after like I try to not drink caffeine for like 3-4 p.m. Make sure that I can try, if I can exercise before, but not too close to when I'm going to sleep. Maybe meditate a little bit. There's a lot of things that I can do to set myself up for a good sleep, and then sometimes on a whim,
you'll sleep right
through, and I wake up and I'm like, oh shit,
energized for the day, ready to go.
Pee last night. This shit must be good. Yeah, that's how that goes for me. What about you?
I'm realizing like how important it is, like we were saying. So I'm doing things like I'm dimming the lights at night. I've switched the phone to something called red light, so it just shows like red through the phone. Not even like the eye comfort shield that a lot of the phones have. It's like switching, like putting a red filter over the phone. It's this thing.
Mine goes to black, and I think it goes like black and white or something.
So, but like I try to stay off of it too. Just a lot to do with the light. Dim the lights, and the routine actually starts in the morning time, where I try to, tell my circadian rhythm what time of day it is. So in the morning time when I wake up, and I wake up before the sun rises. So when the sun's actually out, I try to get outside and say, okay, sun's out. This is the morning time, right? To set up, is it the cortisol levels or whatever it is that tells your body like when it's nighttime to go to sleep. So you want to tell your body when it's morning time. So you power throughout the day, boom, 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 and then a certain amount of hours later, your body will know, okay, now it's time to start winding down and going to sleep, right? But essential, man, essential. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know if there's some of these like I want to say business influencer, entrepreneur, whatever, that are like, you don't need sleep and blah blah. And I'm just like, I understand the idea that you do have to work really hard. But if you how can you work hard if you just can't focus and you're sleepy and tired all the time? I mean, you can do things to buy yourself some time. Like getting up and moving and training, like that will wake you up and stuff if you need to get a task done. And I understand that. I think people lean on the idea that like, oh, I'm tired, so I'm just not going to do stuff, when it's like, you're not really tired. You're just lazy, right? Or you're tired because of all the other stuff that you're dealing with. But this idea that like, oh, like you only need to sleep 4 hours a day, and then no.
You can. There's a lot of people who can function.
I'm trying to be a laser beam. I'm trying to be, samurai folded steel, not a dull spoon. So,
and I think you can function for a very long time,
bro. I
functioned off of 4 or 5 hours sleep for a very long time. I thought I was one of those. I was like, I'm good.
But then notice like how often you forget stuff, or you're like scatterbrained, and you don't get shit done, or your attention span's garbage. It's because you're tired as hell, man. Anytime I'd pick up a book or something, I'd just be like, just like picking it up before I even really get into it. And it's because I was just like tired. My body is just craving some sleep.
And I think even long term, I think there's so many studies out there that show like it's going to benefit you long term, like the things that are happening in your body,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think about, that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
If you get more sleep, it's helping you in that way, right? Your body's recovering. It's getting to do its thing and rest and recover throughout the night, right?
Yeah.
Which, if you're getting 3-4 hours sleep, like it's just not happening because you're not sleeping long enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, the waves and blah, blah, blah. You go in and out of deep sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I didn't know you suffered from that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I want to talk to you about something else that because you're talking about, you just said something and it triggered a message. Trigger's not a bad word.
Trigger.
Every time someone hears trigger now, you feel like, oh shit, something's about to go wrong. It's